No, I think black people are not irredeemable. These black people are really struggling, and they're turning into these maniacs. It seems like they don't do anything right. They're obnoxious, they're rude, they're inconsiderate, aggressive, cruel. Nobody hates black people for being black. If there are people like that, I think that's exceedingly rare. And I don't consider myself one of them. The reason that people have negative attitudes about black people, most people's interactions with black people are negative. Most people's interactions with black people is when you're stuck in traffic and you see a Nissan Altima speeding down the shoulder, and you say, what the f***? You're not supposed to do that. And it is true that black people seem to have very low moral character. If you live your life and you know that you're going to be mugged by black people, it kind of colors your opinion or perception of black people, wouldn't you say? If 99% of the carjackings and stabbings and shootings that you see in Chicago are by black people, when you're walking down the street late at night, guess what you're looking for? Black people.
That is a fact.
And you equate that with danger. And we just want black people to take accountability and say, look, I'm not a bad person. It just seems that every time I encounter you people, for the most part, it's negative. Sometimes extremely negative, like I could get a gun in my face.
That's not good.
You know? But if I'm someplace and I see some black person walking in with their pants sagging and they can't articulate what their problem is or what they need, and they're rude and they're aggressive and I'm in fear for my life, like, yeah, I have a problem with all of that.
That is true. If I see that, I'm like, here we go again, because you know it's an emotional male that have a female spirit of his mother, because he's just as emotional, just like his mother. Just like Nick says, a lot of black people are immoral. That is true because they're having kids out of wedlock, and that doesn't go well for the kid because they end up being raised by the mother, and the mother impose on that kid and make the kid very emotional. And that's why when they encounter situations that they're insecure about, just like how the mother would be insecure about the situation, she doesn't get the outcome that she wants, she gets frustrated and she takes it out on the kid, just like any other female, because they're emotional. And the kid is observing these things, and the kid grew up being like that, aggressive towards when a situation doesn't go how they want it to go, or they get frustrated where they can't control the situation and they act aggressive and emotional, and that emotion is the female spirit, and it caused the black community to be like that because not a lot of fathers are around. Or even if the father is in the kid's life, he's still weak and he can't stand up to the female to protect the kid from the female, and the female end up ruling the household, because that's what's happening in most black community. It's happening in every ethnic group, every culture, but it's most prominent in the black culture because mothers are strong, they're strong queens, and all of this crap that is pushed in society by the government, by the leaders, because they know that's how society fall into a destructive ways, because the female spirit.
These black people go, well, you're racist, you're racist.